Do you want to produce vocal tracks but you don't have a singer? Don't worry my friends, because today we are going to take a look at 7 different methods that can get you a vocal track without a singer. Let's hop in. Okay, first a disclaimer. Nothing is better than working together with a singer, but I know not every producer has the opportunity. So today's video is help those producers until they find a singer. So the first, my favorite way of creating vocal samples without a singer is actually using your own vocal. Now, I know, don't get mad immediately. If you're able to sing, why would you look for a singer, right? Problem oftentimes, for example, with my voice is I can sing, but I don't like the timbre of my voice, right? I cannot sing as good as a singer, but I can write the lyrics and I can sing it. And if you can do that, there's a really good option for you to utilize. So we have this really beautiful groove. Obviously we need a vocal, the track calls for a vocal. I'm just gonna record my own voice and then we will take that voice and make it better. I'm feeling on the run, I'm feeling down. I'm not confident enough with my voice, so you are hearing me the effects, but we will use non-effects version here. So what we are going to do, we are going to go to LaLa AI and voice changer. The idea is simple. You take your raw vocals that suck and use one of their algorithm to make it less suck. I will say, let's take that voice. I will probably use something like a female vocal. I want Taylor Swift in this case. Let's go for that. All right, we have now this.
A feeling on the run, a feeling down.
This is much better than my voice, and I'm gonna download this one. The other thing I like to do, actually, use a couple of different versions as well. You can then layer them as a back vocal or something like that to make your vocal even stronger, right? One female, one male maybe. Let's go for Lady Gaga.
A feeling on the run.
That's good. Let's use Weekend.
A feeling down.
Great. We have like a all-star vocals here. What I like to do actually, not 100% use the Taylor Swift on the main vocal, because there should be something about you in your track, right? Like without my original vocal, it sounds like this. It's a bit weak, right? But together, they blend really nicely each other.
A feeling on the run, a feeling down.
By the way, if you are wondering the processing, I have a whole video about how you can properly process your vocals. I'm gonna put it here. Take a look later on if you want to learn more about vocal processing. So altogether, we have now this. Now that I have the hook and the vocals, maybe this track can see the daylight something soon. If you are looking for sounds and presets that make a difference in your tracks, currently we have up to 30% spring sale on Mercurial Tones on my packs. So this is your best time to take a look at them. Okay, let's say you can't sing at all and you still want to use similar solutions. What I'd like to do lately, I try to find good vocal samples. In this case, I found this vocal on Splice.
Falling apart because I can't stay sober.
Now, I like the melody, I don't like the vocal. The biggest problem with using things like Splice is you use it and somebody else uses it as well. So you want to make it like different. In this case, take the vocal, put into the LaLa one more time. So now it turns into this.
Falling apart because I can't stay sober.
I want to make it even more different this time. This is an A minor, the track is F sharp minor, so you're gonna pitch down a little bit. So I want to have this like male vocal out of it.
Falling apart because I can't stay sober. Feel like I'm
So good. And then we're gonna do the same thing for the back vocals, right? Now I have this.
Falling apart because I can't stay sober.
And look how gorgeous it sounds all together.
Falling apart because I can't stay sober. Feel like I'm dying my eyes down. Takes me back to your last October. Before you broke my heart and said goodbye.
If you're enjoying the video up to now, please consider like and subscribe. It really helps a ton. If you are making genres that uses phrasal vocals, your job is pretty easy. All you need to do, text-to-speech, doesn't really matter which website you use. Let's take this one. The idea is simple, right? Whatever text you want, I want the text, and then you can convert it, right?
I want text.
My Anna sounds so childish. Anyways, so if you take a listen here.
The life that you are living now
is also a dream of millions.
Oh my god, I swear to god, the people who makes these text-to-speech softwares, they are like in-deep techno producers.
So always be sad.
Perfect Exciter. If you don't know what Exciter is, I talked about quite a bit last week. I have a video here, but I'm gonna just resample that one. First thing, stretch it a little bit so it's slower, and I'm gonna turn it
The
down.
life that you are living now is also a dream of millions.
Much more techno-ish. Maybe we can stretch it even more.
The life that you are living now is also a dream of millions.
Very nice. Now, of course, it needs a bit more work so that it sits better in the track. Again, remember I have a whole video about this, but for this one, I'm gonna get first a reverb,
The life that you are living now is
right?
the life that you are living now.
And a delay.
The life that you are living now.
That's when the vocal comes in. And then I want overdrive.
The life that you are living now is also a dream of
So
millions.
it's more like in your face.
The life that you are living now.
And then a bit EQ.
The life that you are living now is also a dream of millions.
That is much more in your face. However, this is still not enough because we are saying life of a million. Let's go from the theme. Let's duplicate it once. Same effects, but no reverb, no delay. And I'm using vocal synth just to emulate that crowd feeling.
The life that you are living now
Right?
is the life that you are living now.
I mean, obviously it's more robotic and so on, but together will sound more like a crowd talking.
The life that you are living now is also a dream
Right?
of millions.
We have the theme is so simple sometimes. Let's see if this works as an exciter.
The life that you are living now is also a dream of millions.
Just like that, we have the phrasal vocal. Public domain recordings. Okay, this one is something that a lot of producers sleeping on. The public domain recordings means that anyone can use the song or the vocals or whatever without any license. How do you find them? There are a couple of resources that you can use. The ones that I like is the public domain information project. So you go there, you can find really tons of different tracks that you can sample from. And there's another one, this one for example, only tags. So you can go for like vocal, and then they have the MP3 version as well already. So you can go to MP3 and ba-bam.
But I don't suppose you'll smoke.
Let's go for female vocal. And there's this one, the Musopen collection. Here you can also find other type of instruments and so on. But what I want to show you, once you find something that you like, now I'm gonna go really randomly, it doesn't matter. I just want to show you how you do it. Let's say we like this one, right? Download. Just go to Lala. I like this one because this really separates nicely. You can either go for vocal instrumental or the vocal and noise. It's so nostalgic. But I'm gonna try the vocal noise as well. Yeah, this is really good. I can immediately see you using this one in a house track. All you need to do is like find the parts that you like. AI did really good job here. Just, I was thinking like, you are in 1927 and you are recording this track, and in the future, 100 years later, somebody comes and use like a magical tool to just extract your vocal. It is so weird to think about it. But here we go. I think this is a really proper vocal that you can do tons of different things. If you just process a little bit, like we did before, shift it. Oh my god, I'm gonna so use this one. And maybe let's a bit overdrive, like distort a little bit. Compress a little bit. A bit EQ. Now we have complete different vocals and it is super good. We just scratched the surface. There are bajillions of tracks that you can just use AI to extract the vocal and do billions of different things. Don't sleep over this one. And while we are in public domain, do you know what is also in public domain? It is the old movies. All you need to do, again, search for public domain movies. This is a bit harder because then you need to watch the movie and try to figure out something. This public domain movies.net has tons of different them, and then you can go really sample whatever you like to sample.
Reminds me of the first time I ever saw you.
It's so good. And if you're especially like a bit more underground producers, this will work really well. Again, you can use AI to extract the only vocals. You can just even copy paste it and use it that way as well. Another very useful tool for creating vocals, especially if you are going for ambiances, is actually granular synthesis. I feel like granular synthesis reacts really super nicely for the vocals, especially because you have too many different formants and harmonies going on. You can use anything. I'm going to use pigments because I think it's quite straightforward. Let's go to our modern vocals, for example. The source doesn't matter that much because the end results ends up being completely different oftentimes. Let's pick something like this. The granular synthesis will pick small pieces from the sample that you are using, and depending on the parameters, it can jump in different places, can sample more small pieces or less. What I like to do, just start experimenting and try to figure out something. Like here, and back and forward. How big the sample sizes are. You can go a little bit deeper. Or you can even go for like the chord, like an octave above. You want to get the ambience even better with the reverbs and delays, right? And then you can get EQ. You can get even more reverb, ethereal ambience. Let's get a chorus as well. This is beautiful. And whenever you need ambience and depth in your track, this will be go-to tool for you. Like without, this is the difference. So good. This vocal trick is super useful, especially looking for the depth and ambience in your track. Okay, the next one on the list is vocoders, and vocoders are very cool because all you need to do is really talk. You can manually adjust the pitch and the harmony of the vocals by playing with MIDI. Here is a super weird take of mine. Let's go. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't think you can make it worse than this, okay? So we start here. What you need to do afterwards, you route that vocal into a vocoder. I'm using this one. This is a preset I changed a bit because I want to have a bit brighter, so give a bit high. So what's happening is my voice is vocoded in these bands. This is giving me the voice of this. I don't know what to say, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to say, I don't know. I tried a little bit around, so I like this progression quite a bit. It's like kind of double harmonic progression, but you can really change like everything here, right? You can make it more complex. Right? This is the fun part of vocoder. You can really build harmonies just playing around with the MIDI. And then usual suspects like EQ overdrive, a little bit compression, reverb, sidechain the kick, and finally just maximizer. I'm being very aggressive because I'm being lazy. Like I said, if you want vocal progression, check that video. But and together we have this now. The vocoder performance often depends on like how good your harmonies. I mean, whole Daft Punk legacy is built upon this, so the possibilities are endless. If you want to learn more about pro tracks, take a look at here. I have more videos there.